Doo-doo-doo. 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 Holy heck. That's such a warm welcome back. Thank you guys. Thank you Neki, Nova, and Rook all for resubbing. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about my voice. I've been sick. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Dad! Not you too! What are you doing? Thank you, Don. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm a bit sniffly. I hope it's not too gross. Thank you guys. I might still try to be a bit calmer so I don't wreck my voice. My throat doesn't hurt at all. I'm just a bit congested, as you can hear. So I don't want to go too crazy. But I got water here. I'm drinking it out of this really cute cup I got while I was away. Australians might know, or maybe it's outside Australia too, but like the bubble tea store Gotcha, they had like the Pokemon collab, and I got this really cute insulated cup with Mew on it. It's so fucking cute, and I just want to drink all of my beverages out of it because it's so cute. Like, I'm very simple. I forget to drink water, but if you put it in a cute cup, I'll suddenly remember to drink water. Oh, you have the Pikachu one! Oh my god, we matched! That's so cute! Oh my god. It's so great having a cute little cup, right? I almost got a Charmander one, but I was like, oh, are there any other designs? Then she like read them out and said Mew, and I was like, I need Mew. Yeah, you should get one. It's very good. In my warm card, the water stayed quite cool. It was good. Yeah, see, it works. Just slap a Pokemon on it and suddenly we drink the water. It is also very hot in my room right now. The weather is disgusting at the moment. I hope wherever you are that you're not as hot as I am anyway. It's nasty. Oh, I had Charmander. Oh, your brother wanted one, so you gave him Charmander. Oh, that's really sweet of you. What the heck? You're a good sharer. Good sharing. That's very sweet. It's wholesome. Yeah, it's hot. It's very hot. Oh gosh, it's been so long since the last stream. I'm like, I have a lot to catch you guys up on. Yeah, Australian summer is really out there. I was driving today and I could see like the heat waves out on the road, like just blah 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 blah, blah the wigglies. It was crazy. Hello, Q. Hello. The weather does stink. It stinks. Wait, what? Oh, Nova. You're funny, you cheeky little. Sadly, won't be able to be here a lot today since it's been a funeral. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Please don't worry about that. Take care, Neki. Sending a lot of love and care for you today, because that is not easy. And we'll see you whenever you are back. Take care today. Yeah, that's a lot. Take care, Neki. Everyone send Neki kind wishes, please. Yeah. Man. As always, nodders. Good job. Pat, 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 pat. So, trying to think what I missed since I've been gone. How long have I been gone? Like 2 weeks? It feels like way longer though. Oh no, but thank you. I'm glad I'm back as well. Feels good. Feels good to be back. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since my last stream anyway. But I think the main thing is I went away for almost a week. Yeah, I'll say where. It doesn't matter. I went to Melbourne for almost a week. Well, I met Don, which was a lot of fun. Took the EP pill, so I'll try to fight it for the puppy cake. Do your best, Nova, but when you're ready to tap out, you gotta go. You gotta sleep. You gotta sleep when it hits. Don is in Melbourne. I didn't just dox him, by the way. I asked him if I could say this. Don, right? It was fine for me to say that, right? Yeah, he is. I was like, should I mention it? Should I just not say where I went? Should I not say that I saw you while I was there? I don't know. Shut the fuck up. I hate this guy. Listen to the come and get me, this motherfucker. I know where you live, but well, I don't actually know where you live. I don't know where he lives. I know vaguely in a rough area where you live, and I probably wouldn't be able to navigate my way back there, but I'll fucking find you. I'll trek you down. I'll get you, bitch. I'll get you. Oh, choo choo! Yay! I don't know what to say, but we choo chooed. Good job, choo choo. You get a choo choo for your choo choo. Yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, basically Dom was my tour guide. Took me around, see the sights, eat food. Went to an arcade and he kicked my ass just like on my birthday stream, and I was pretty salty about it. I was like, you're fucking kidding me, man. The only thing I beat this guy at is Stardew Valley mini games for some reason. I whoop his ass every year at the Easter egg hunt, at the ice fishing every don't question mark me, you know. This guy, he's such a sore loser. I win. I won every time. And of course it was off stream. This guy. But, oh, here's Wawa. Get the fuck. I hate this guy. Anyway. I'm not talking about anything else that we did now because, you know what? It's just not that important. It's just not that important. Stardew Valley Festival minigames is peak gaming actually. Esport team went. That's what I fucking thought. It like every win that like Don got in the arcade or my birthday stream, nothing. Absolute zippo. Completely negated by my wins in Stardew Valley because everyone knows, like you said, that is where real gamers shine. Come hang with Kennedy next time. JK, JK. Wink wonk, wink wonk. I mean, I want to meet up with a bunch of people at Smash next year, so... Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk. I don't know, maybe. I might get too scared and be like, actually, I don't want to see anyone, bye! We'll see, we'll see. But then... No, please! I wanna smash. I wanna go to Smash. Yeah, it is fun meeting people in real life. And yeah, I gotta meet kids. I gotta go. Smash, smash, smash. Yeah, I came back from Melbourne and I got the sick. I got sick. I got COVID. Like a few days after I got back, I started to feel a bit icky and I tested positive. And luckily for me, maybe not so luckily for my friend, but I was at my friend's place and they took care of me while I was very sick. They got like very mild symptoms from me, but we were like sort of isolated together. And I slept on that couch for 3 days and I moved to shower. And by shower, I mean sit on the floor of the shower for like 20 minutes at a time. And to pee. That was about it. I was in a fever dream for 3 days. I slept more than I was awake. It was insane. And then I'm feeling better now, but I also lost my sense of taste, which I tweeted about, which has like bummed me out pretty bad the past few days, but it's sort of there. Like, I think it's slowly coming back, maybe. I can kind of taste some stuff. I almost cried because I could taste a ham and cheese toasty today. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I can taste it. It was the best tasting toasty of my fucking life. Oh yeah, you'll be in cosplay. I want cosplay. I don't know what, but I want cosplay at Smash. After Dawn Effect, yeah, exactly. His sickness. He made me ick. It's his fault. What else? That's about it. Wait, this kind of, I graduated while I was away. So I'm officially big boy now. I'm done with tertiary education for now. Who knows if I'll go back again, but for now, I'm done. Woo! Yay! This pigeon got a degree! How stupid can I be if I got a degree? That's a trick question. Plenty of idiots have degrees. Myself included, but hey, I did it, so... Woo! Yeah, I completed flight school! Woo, 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 woo! Leave the nest. Yeah! Go flap my little wings. Hold on, I'm gonna wedge my door open because it's so hot in here. And my housemate's kitten might run in, and that's more than okay with me. It's so humid. It's so humid. Oh my god, wait, actually. The other thing I did while I was away is I read a book. Yes, I can read. And I was contemplating, I'm like, I need to talk about this. But I'm like, will people even like, I'm like, how much of my Twitch audience is ready to hear about a book review? But I think I need to talk about it because it's redonkulous. Beat me to the joke. I gotta be quick. I gotta get in and insult myself before you people do it. So I read this book and it's talked about a lot on TikTok, and someone told me, like someone recommended it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll read it, I'll buy it. And I don't regret it. Like, I read it in a week, which I guess speaks to something. It was entertaining, I guess. But like, there's a lot of things, and I'm like, you know what? I am gonna talk about it. This is my stream. I'm gonna talk about a book if I want to. Hold on, I'll put a little thing on the screen. I want to do this. Okay. I'm gonna have to. I see it. Hello. Where is it? What? Why can't I see this? It's at the top. What? How can I see this text? Am I stupid? Oh, that's why. Copy book review. This is now a book club. Book club is in session. Where do I put this? Oh, I know. I'll put this here. And then I'm gonna put Q seated. Somehow I felt like you would be. You seemed like down with like a bit of a this is like a book review, but also a book roast, I feel. It's not really a roast. No, because I didn't completely. It's like, I think it's the best way I can describe it is like a guilty pleasure where you're like, I know this isn't good, but I was still entertained, which says something. Okay, so everyone probably knows this book. This book has been spoken about. It's one of those TikTok, book talk, you know, whatever. Okay. Class is in session. Sit the fuck down. This is your sleep stream, go off, queen. I will go off. Look, like, the thing is, I feel like, yeah, you recognize it. I thought so. And I have a lot of things to say about this. And my thoughts are unscripted, so this is gonna be all over the place. But we're gonna listen, and we're gonna do our best. The first thing I need to say is that I'll like go over like a general plot. It's basically a world with dragons. They have like an army system, which also there's further context which makes this even kind of crazy to me. I'll get to that later, but there's like an army system where there's riders that ride the dragons, and so like people will bond to a dragon, and they're used in war against people that ride griffins, and that's the big thing. The dragon riders fight griffin riders to protect the wards that protect their kingdom, and that's the griffin riders are the bad guys, dragon riders are the good guys. Stay inside the wards that the dragon magic works in, and the dragons help make the wards, I think. So that's the whole thing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but people, like, the way it was described to me and what I heard is like these dragon riders bond to one dragon, and like a dragon lives a long time, right? So like a dragon can like they will be very, like, if their rider dies, they'll be very sad. And I think they can sometimes die from the sadness, but they usually will live. But a rider without a dragon, they're gonna die. And to me, this sounded like, I'm just gonna say, I thought that was gonna be monster fucking. I thought that like the dragons were gonna be like dragon form, but then have like a humanoid dragon form. Like, I was barking up the complete wrong tree. I was queuing up the wrong tree. I was convinced that this had monster fucking in it, and yeah, I thought they were gonna be bad dragons. So yeah, sorry. If I laugh too hard, it makes me cough. I've been sick. Anyway, so yeah, it is a bit misleading. Thank you. That's what I thought. I thought that was gonna be monster fucking, because I heard it was spicy, but no, there was no monster fucking. But like, listen to this shit. Maybe there's something wrong with my brain. But like the first like chapter has like a little quote at the start of it. And it says, "A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead." That just sounds like undying love to me. But no, it's very normal dragon human bond. So that's my first thing out of the way. I thought it was monster fucking, but it wasn't. So then, okay, I think, look. Yeah, right? It's giving soulmates until the end of time. Yes, thank you, you're right. Exactly, like this book could have been so much, it could have been so much better. Because like the dragons are sentient and they communicate through their minds. Like they're already talking and like having witty, snarky, back and forth chit chat to each other. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so from like the first few chapters, I'm like, this is kind of reading like a fanfic, but like there's really good fanfics out there and this isn't like the best of them. When I say fanfic, it's not degrading at all. AO3 authors are fucking crazy, but like it's the kind of fanfic that like you would read on Wattpad in like 2015 kind of thing. Like the description, wait, let me, the bit that like I got like an instant like, ooh, was, wait, let me see if I can find her describing her fucking hair. And you'll see exactly what I mean if you read fanfics. It's not Twilight God tier is what you're saying. Yeah, look, not everything can be Twilight. Let's see, where does she describe her hair? I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I don't know, but suffice to say, she has long brown hair that is silver on the tips of it, and like, she goes at length within the first couple pages to describe her special hair. You know? Oh yeah. Oh no, it doesn't describe it here. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. This is, so her mum walks up to her, and her mum's like a cold hard bitch, by the way. She picks up the end of my long braid, scoffs at the section just above my shoulders where the brown strands start to lose their warmth of color and slowly fade to a steely metallic silver by the ends, and then drops it. Like, that was on page 3. Okay, your hair's brown and silver. This is like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I would play mermaids in the pool as a kid, and I was like, I have like long shiny hair and my tail is sparkly pink and blue. Like, did you guys ever do that? But no one was allowed to have a rainbow mermaid tail, because if anyone could have a mermaid tail, like everyone would want one, and it would be unfair if everyone had a rainbow mermaid tail. So no one was allowed one. Kid politics. A lot of BookTok favorites read like Tone Down My Immortal. No shade, but also mayhaps a little bit of shade. It is what it is. This is a bestseller. Yeah, like it's like, this is the thing, is like, I think, okay, for what it is, and for what it is, what I think it is like fantasy setting for smut, and that's fine, that's great. I love a bit of smut, but I'm gonna get to the smut anyway, like, don't worry, I'll get to that. But like, and so for what it is, it's entertaining, it does the job, but like, I still can't help but be frustrated at what it could be at the same time. I don't know. I think as well, maybe it's because like, I don't believe in, I hate when people say, oh, it's overhyped, but maybe it's because I walked into it with the wrong idea, because everyone was saying it's like, you know, I guess I thought it would be like super duper well written, but it's just like, it's like, like 400 pages of like fantasy stuff, and then suddenly like it's set up, but then suddenly like the sex scene was just like, whoa, like the whole book, never once do they mention like any like anatomy, anything. They're just, you know, dragon riding, training, battling, blah blah blah, and then it's just like cock, and it's like, whoa. Okay. Like, I know that this is what this book is for, but holy fuck, that was kind of caught me off guard. It's like, pow, out of nowhere. Trying to structure my thoughts on this is difficult because there's so much. But I think that is like the main, like, I don't know, something else that bothered me. Something else that bothered me is like, often the author, like, she'll end off like a chapter with something like a setup for a really fun scene, like 3 characters that are very opposed against each other coming to like interact, and you're like, oh, like this will be so interesting, like seeing in the moment like what they're gonna do, how will they react, and then like skip to like the next day, and it's like, what? And like one of those times she did that, it was like a pretty like climactic moment of like these 3 characters meeting up for the first time, and then it skips to the next day, and apparently like the narrator is like, oh yeah, like when we all met, like one of the people in this scenario just like walked away silently. And I'm like, bullshit, they did. Like, they would have had a big fucking argument. Like, what are you doing here? Like, and we didn't get any of that. Like, I was just like, what the hell? What the hell? But next, okay. Don't know how to write tension. Yeah, I feel like in general, there's just a lot of, it's just a lot of non-compelling storytelling, I guess, which, like, you know, I don't feel like ripping into it and stuff, because like I said, it is what it is. It does what it's meant to do. But just, I don't know. I think I enjoyed it because it's the kind of thing I would have loved to read at like 14, 15, because God knows I ate up those Cassandra Clare, like, Mortal Instruments books. Ate them the fuck up. But, obviously now, I'm a bit older and a bit more learned and a bit more maybe refined a little bit. Look, I still love like, a little guilty pleasure moment, but I also have a conscience. It's like, if I put my conscience away, I'm like, whoa, this is fun. But then I get yanked back into like reality. I'm like, this is dumb. But, okay, look. Big question. Okay, so I'll talk about, there's the main character, Violet, and I was really interested in this because there's like enemies to lovers, which I love that trope. And I was like really excited for it. And I think the thing that I most enjoy about this story is like that like guilty pleasure, because like the main guy's like bad guy, like blah blah blah, like whatever, villainous sort of thing, but like not really. And I like that. That's fun. And that's probably what drew me in a lot, because I'm like, whoa. I think, you know what this book reminds me of? It reminds me of isekai in like that power fantasy trip where like it's like this, the main character is like, she's born weak, she didn't train to be a dragon rider, she was gonna do something else, and then she gets thrown into like the dragon rider school or whatever, and she has to get tough, and then she gets like really cool powers and a really big dragon, and that's fun, you know. It's like a power fantasy, like an isekai where the guy's like, oh, I was a fucking nerd and then I got hit by a truck and now I'm solo leveling to level 999 by killing slimes and setting up a vending machine, you know. Like, I think that's a fun little appeal. It's like, oh, 0 to hero, you know what, I can get behind that. That's great. I was a loser once, this is great. Yeah, I think that's a lot of the appeal, right? Is like, oh, Rook, what'd you send? I'll let you. Wait. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I thought I had Twitch clips allowed. My bad. Did I allow it? Is it in? I'll have to change Nightbot. I swear I had Twitch. I swear I had Twitch links allowed. Yeah, it was Nightbot. Sorry, Rook. I could have sworn I had those allowed though, like whitelisted. Let me see. God, I'm very warm and sweaty. It's very nasty. Oh, it's because it's like a okay. Let me. Is it clips.twitch TV? Okay. A slightly different format. Me. Oh, it's a clip of. No, Rick! Oh, the reveal. Okay. So, anyway, where was I? I'm so sweaty. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Hold on, I'm taking my pants off. I'm not doing this. This is too much. Everyone pants off now. Pants off, motherfuckers. If you want to. Ah! Okay. Fuck this. Oh my god. Just strip! No, do what you want. You don't let a pigeon tell you what to do. Unless I'm telling you what to do, for, rules in my chit chat. Anyway, so I'm talking about this book. Pants are off now. What? I don't know. Scratch his ass. So. Okay, no. Okay, pants off. This is the perfect time now to talk about the smut. in this book. So like I was saying, the main characters, it's set up basically the main character is Violet, and like I was saying, she's weak. She was thrown into this rider squad. She wasn't trained, whereas everyone else in this like school for dragon riding have trained like their whole lives and they're really strong and blah 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 blah. So that's her, and she's the daughter of like the big general, the big war general, big dragon war general. Talking about a segue, yeah. Anyway, so she's the daughter of the war general, you know, big family name to live up to. Unfortunately, they do not get down with the dragons, Don. And then the main love interest, his name, you guys are gonna love. His name is Xaden, Xaden. It is the most edgiest name I've ever heard. Anyway, bad boy Xaden. Basically, the first thing we hear about him is Violet's older sister being like, when you get into the dragon school, avoid Xaden Ryerson at all fucking costs. He will kill you because his dad was the leader of a rebellion against this kingdom, and their mum executed their dad, and now Xaden and all the sons of the people in the rebellion have these tattoos on them to mark them as the children of traitors. All of their parents were executed. They're all orphans. They all have these marks. Whatever. Yeah, what badass name, exactly. So they are enemies by nature. But the first time she sees this guy, she's like, oh my god, he's so hot. He's so hot, is like her thoughts. And then she's like, oh my god, it's him. Anyway, they keep bumping into each other like in the school. There's also another like sort of love interest that was like a childhood friend, but he's a total cunt like the entire time, and he's kind of just like swept under the rug immediately. Like, man, you kind of suck. She like wanted him her whole life, and then she was like, wow, you kind of suck. And he does suck. He's very icky. What's his name? It's something stupid. Hold on. Starts with a D. Dane. D-A-I-N. What? What? Anyway. So, back to haters to lovers. Yeah, so, like, throughout the book, like, they, like, will have little snarky back and forth, and at first he wants to kill her, but then he changes his mind because she, like, does him a solid or something, and he's like, oh, she's actually, like, a halfway decent person. And then it comes to when she goes to bond her dragon, and like I said, she bonds, like, the most powerful dragon in the school, and it's really cool. She bonds it because she, like, saves this smaller dragon, and the bigger one is like, yeah, you're pretty cool. And then she bonds both the dragons. She has 2 dragons, so it's like a mega power fantasy, right? And the dragon she bonds, it turns out, is like mated for life with Xaden's dragon, the bad guy's dragon, right? So like that, and like apparently like the greatest bond in the world is a dragon and their rider, which is second only to 2 dragons who are together, bonded for life, whatever. I was to kill her in bed eventually, holy shit. Yeah, and impale her in a different way, you know what I mean? Wink wonk. So yes, bonding. So the dragon, so basically this leaves them in a sticky situation where these 2 enemies, the dragons, are mated bond, which means that, like, basically, so like I said at the start, if a rider's dragon dies, then the rider dies. And so like they're in this situation where if like one of them dies, the other one could die. So then Xaden has to protect her, basically. This book give you COVID? Yeah, that's how I got covbid, yes. So that's how they get closer. Just write harder, I don't know, oh my god. Anyway, this tension is building up the whole book. They eventually kiss. Oh my god, the reason that they kiss is so fucking funny. This is why, like, I can't take this book seriously. So like I said, they can communicate with their dragons in their minds, and like if they can like put a shield up to block the other one out, but like she hasn't learnt this yet. And like shortly after she bonds this dragon, her dragon and the guy's dragon are like romping around. They're like, I guess they're fucking or whatever, because she starts getting insanely horny and she's like, what's happening to me? And then she's like, oh, it's not my feelings, it's my dragon's feelings. And my dragon is having sex and it's making me horny. So she's like ungodly H-word and is like stumbling around and she's like, oh my god, I gotta fuck. And so she like stumbles around and then she finds Zayden, and he's also kind of like that, but he's mostly like blocked out his dragon. But because like the mated dragons, right? So like both of them are going through it. And then I just went after saying, I don't know, I had second thoughts. So she sees him and then they kiss because they're just so goddamn horny from their dragons, which I just think is so funny. Like she doesn't get horny of her own volition. Gods no, it has to be for some weird magical reason, which I'm gonna come back to. I will circle back to this. So the kiss, and then it's not for like a bit later than that they fuck. And I don't know if it's because I was like kind of recovering from being sick, so I wasn't feeling it. But if I'm being honest, I think it was just kind of bland. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure like the target audience for this is probably like either like young women or like older women who are like kind of dissatisfied with their sex life maybe. But I don't know. So like maybe for those people, they want a fantasy scenario where they hook up with a guy and he's perfect at doing everything and somehow magically knows exactly what this person will want done to their body. Maybe, like, sure, maybe I should suspend my disbelief more. Call me crazy, but I don't find that very hot. I'm like, what? Like, okay. You read it and confirmed it was bland? Yeah, and like, I don't know, like, maybe this is like lame of me, but like, I think there needs to be some realism in terms of like, usually when people have sex, they actually talk to each other and actually have to ask each other questions. There's like nothing like that. He's just perfect at doing everything somehow. Somehow he magically knows exactly what she wants done to her body and she knows exactly what he wants done, and they don't have to discuss it. I'm like, that's kind of bullshit. No offense, actually full offense. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe some people like that. Maybe some people like the fantasy of being perfect at sex, but I think it's stupid personally. God, that is bland. Yeah, and then the funniest thing, I didn't get to this, but I know this is all over the place, but dragons and riders, basically dragons are magical beings, right? And when they bond with a rider, the rider can manifest a power, and the power is like a reflection of the person. It's not the dragon's power, but the dragon fuels it. And so Zayden's power, for example, is he controls shadows and he can shift them, they can cover things, they can have physical like interactions with the world, like he can catch stuff, he can block stuff with them, blah blah blah. And Violet, the main character, hers manifests and she can like wield lightning, which by the way, she finds out she can wield it by, she like gets really mad because like someone almost like, some guy in her like school, because it's like a school but everyone's killing each other for some reason, I don't fucking know. It's just brutal. They're trying to weed out the weakest and only the strongest can survive. I don't know, sounds like you maybe should try to retain some people, but anyway. Some guy that she's been beefing with the whole time almost kills her best friend, and so she like gets really mad and then she shoots lightning at him and she kills him. And for some reason she's been hating this guy the whole book, and then she feels bad and is like, for like a couple pages is like, she's like, oh, I'm vomiting, oh my god, I feel so awful, I killed him, oh my god, I killed him, oh, I killed a man, oh, he's dead because of me. Laments it a bit, which is then also she has sex with Zayden right after, and then she never mentions it again. He just fucked a silly, fixed everything, I guess. I don't know, it was weird. She was like it never comes up again. To me, like, rather than constantly being like, oh, I killed someone, I murdered him, like all at once, I feel like actual like guilt comes up in waves, right? Like I feel like if you wanted to like have a compelling story, like for example in the Hunger Games, Katniss has like multiple instances of flashbacks to something that was traumatic to her. Like she seemed like she was traumatized. Maybe she didn't actually give a fuck, which good for her, I guess. Who wants trauma? But like there's never anything else to be like, I don't know, maybe she sees someone fall in battle and she has a flashback to when she killed someone and she feels sick with guilt again. But she kind of gets over it pretty quickly. So I was like, okay. But yeah, of course it's lightning. Exactly. She has silver hair. Of course it's lightning. High school beef is so fucking intense in these schools. Like, please be normal. Don't commit murder. Yeah, the guy's motive, like the guy that she's been beefing with the whole time, he wants to kill her because she's weak. He like sees her on the first day of school and he's like, yo, Wimo, and just wants to fucking kill her, I guess. He's just out to murder her. He like snaps some guy's neck in sparring for some fucking reason. I don't know. And apparently that's cool and fine and good, actually. Yeah, she kills a guy, feels really guilty, has sex, feels fine about it. And the reason I'm talking about powers is because I like was trying to read the sex scene. I was trying to take it seriously, but it was so funny to me because for some reason, like when she was like working up to finishing and like when she like finishes, she like lightning shoots outside the window and like sets trees on fire, and she like sets her curtains on fire. They like are fucking up against her like what is it called, closet door, and they rip the door off its hinges, and they make a mess of everything. They fuck everything up. Zayden's shadow whips out and breaks some fucking target practice statue in half. That like be so serious right now. Like and it's just so funny to me. I'm imagining like it's already bad enough hearing somebody have sex through your walls, but like they're in a dormitory situation. And I'm just imagining like next door, like, but mind you, I forgot to mention, Zayden is like her higher up. He's like a leader of like her like school thing. He's a student. He's like 2 years older than her, but he's like kind of like, I don't know, like a fucking school council leader or some shit. I don't fucking know, but like military. So like they're like, oh, we have to be secret. We like, you know. Meanwhile, they're fucking absolute full volume, not to mention the lightning and shadows splitting things in half and setting shit on fire. like, oh, we have to keep it secret. Blah, 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 like just making a fucking ruckus and, you know, committing property damage, mind you. With no retribution, by the way. Nothing ever comes of it. There's one person in the entire school that can wield lightning. The first lightning wielder in centuries. Suddenly people are having sex. Lightning is being wielded. Trees are being set on fire, and nobody comes to Violet Sorrengail's door like, hey, you fucking set some trees on fire. Can you do something about that? Oh, Cookie, I'm so sorry. No, yeah, I'm talking about a book that I read all of it, and it was fun, but I'm also really annoyed at it. Oh god. Our kid just came back too. I'm sorry for people who just joined the stream while I'm talking about this. But I had so many thoughts about this. I had to talk about it. I would love, because I love like, imagine being able to read. I would love to do like a long format video essay of sorts, because I fucking love watching those. Like scripting and like thinking about this, but I probably wouldn't do it, so I'm just rambling about it to you guys. I have a captive audience. You have to listen to me. Do it. If enough people tell me to do it, I probably will. I'm sometimes kind of susceptible to peer pressure. If enough people are like, that would be really cool if you did that, like we would watch that and I would think you're very cool. I'm like, maybe I do it. It's like, I didn't think I could sing Idol. And then Q was like, no, you could do it. Your voice would suit it. And I was like, one person told me that I can do it. You know what? Now I have to. They believe in me. It's like, have you seen that episode of Adventure Time where they like, there's like the little sausage hot dog people and they're like to Jake, 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 Jake. And he keeps pushing himself past his stretching limits because they just keep going, Jake, Jake, Jake. And he's like, I don't know, if you say my name 3 times in a row, I'll probably do whatever you want. Watch a series of you talking about your books? Wait, that's really nice. Thank you. Maybe I fucking will. The thing is, I was like, I feel as though a lot of my review of this book is just long silent stares, like at the you know, like the office type style camera where you like turn to the side and you just kind of like side eye the camera and you're just like, are you fucking serious? Which doesn't translate to PNG form, but you get me. Oh my god, there is a kitten in my room. Hello! Hello, baby. Don't chew my cords. Don't chew my cords. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's so tiny. Poppy, collab with me. Poppy, Poppy, Poppy. Oh, shit. Smart books only. Oh my god, imagine. I want a book to rant about. Please consider. No, not Colleen Hoover. Oh my god. Not Colleen Hoover. Oh, one of my friends goes fucking off about Colleen Hoover. What's the baby's name? Okay, this is my housemate's kitten. Her name is Ava, which is, I hope she doesn't mind me saying her whole thing, but it's really fun. So her name is Avalanche. It's Ava for short. Her name is Avalanche because she plans to get other cats named after natural disasters. So they are catastrophes, which I think is very cute. So I know she wants to get another cat sometime called Tsunami, and her name will be like Tsu for short. Yeah, that's Ava. She's very cute. Very little baby. She was kind of unsure of me when I came home today. She was like, who is this? But I think she was getting used to me. I mean, she's sniffing around my room. Both love and hate that. I think it's great. How can pigeon like kitten? I am bigger than her, and therefore I win. Yeah, Colleen Hoover has committed many crimes on, like, cosmic levels. Sent multiple extremely long audio messages to my friends about Colleen Hoover books. Extremely randable material. I don't know if I can make it through. Like, the thing is, I'm talking all this shit about this book, but if nothing else, it's entertaining. I read it in a week. It was a good time. I am, however, embarrassed that I read it in public because I didn't, like, I knew it was smut, but, like, it's not until, like, the very, very end of the book. And like I said before, like, they're talking about, like, dragons and, like, magic and war and stuff. And then it's like, cock, boom. You know, boom, like, vine boom, like, they're just going in. I'm like, whoa. Oh. Whoa. Also, there's another point that I'm going to come back to. And right now, I just need to say this. Of course, fantasy novels, they always have to cover the contraceptive issue. And they're both like, they both say, we've taken the fertility suppressant because, you know, they're at like a dragon academy to like train soldiers and you don't want children running around there. Basically, also, by the way, the youngest year of this academy is 20. So I like that. At least they're not like teenagers like some other fucking smutty books, which is like odd. Oh my god. Hold on, this kitten is attacking bags. No! You can't attack bags. I have to kick you out. Okay. So then the last thing in the book, there's like a lot of action at the end of the book. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the action. But I have a few gripes with it. And I'm gonna explain what happens, and I want the first part, like, I want you people to think what it reminds you of, and when you think you've got it, type your answer in chat, and I will continue telling the whole story, but I want to see how long it takes someone to see the resemblance, because it didn't take me very long at all. So, the final act of the book is that, okay, I haven't even started Rook. Hold your horses, buddy. Nice guess though. I appreciate the guess. I like that you may have seen or read Twilight. Respect. So, okay, the final act. They are going on a mock mission, part of their school. Different squads in this like academy are being sent different places. Like I said before, Xaden is like a leader of like a section in this thing. He's a wing leader. There's a hierarchy of like squad, section, wing, whatever the fuck, but he's a big leader guy. And so they choose the assignment of squads and stuff, and they pick their squads, and so everyone goes on their own ways and they have to participate in this like mock mission. And he brings Violet with him to a place outside of the wards, which, as I spoke about, the wards keep everyone safe. Only dragon magic works in there. Griffin riders, their magic doesn't work in there. And so they go outside the wards, and everyone's like, you're taking her outside the woods, that's dangerous. And he's like, well, we have to, because our dragons are made to pair. If they're away from each other for more than 3 days, they can die. So we're going together. And so they get there. And so, like I said earlier, the Griffin Riders, like everyone says, they're the bad guys, and they're constantly fighting at the wards, you know, I guess breaking them down, probably trying to get in or just like stop them from being there. Is like, you know, Griffin Rider's bad, basically, is like what the main character has grown up hearing, what everyone in the kingdom has grown up hearing. And so they go outside these wards and they land at their base, and immediately some Griffin riders come up to them and they're like talking to them, and the main character's scared, and then Xaden is like, oh, you guys are here early, and she's like, he's conspiring with the Griffin riders. So then what's he been doing? What's he been conspiring? He's been giving them weapons. And she's like, what, you supply them weapons so they can fight and kill dragon riders? And he's like, no, we give them weapons so they can fight and kill venin. Which, venin is a concept that has been introduced earlier in the book with not so subtle foreshadowing, where it's basically, like I said, this girl, she didn't grow up to be a dragon rider. She was trained under her father to be a scribe, which is basically like an archivist, like history, records keeping role. And so she studied a lot of books, and her dad raised her on this book of fables, and it's more make-believe and it's fairy tales, and they warn about venin and the mock dragons that they ride called wyvern, which if you don't know, wyvern are just two-legged dragons. And basically venin, so okay, dragon riders, right, they get their powers from dragons. Griffin riders get their powers from griffins. Venin get their power straight from the earth rather than like channeling through a magical being, and that's bad and dangerous because it robs like the earth of its power, and then the people go crazy, and then they make these wyvern to ride, and so they're bonded, but it's like in reverse, like the wyvern is dependent on the venin. And so, but this is all fairy tales, and Violet has grown up hearing about them, and she's like, oh, this is all like make believe, you know, like the venin are just like, you know, the boogeyman or whatever. And they come up a few times in the story. She even finds a note from her dad that's like, who's dead, by the way. Her dad's dead, so is her brother. I forgot to mention that. So she gets this note, and it's like, he's saying like, basically being like, listen to the stories, you'll know what to do when the time is right. All this foreshadowing, whatever. And so they get outside the wards, and this person's like, we need them to fight the venin. And she's like, haha, good one. Venin are make believe. They aren't real. Nice try. Oh wait. Oh, they're actually real? Oh, and Griffin riders aren't actually bad. They're just people who unfortunately were born outside of the wards, and they just want to defend themselves from the venin and the wyvern that nobody inside the kingdom believes, because everybody believes that they're from fairy tales. Everyone thinks that it's like made up. No one believes in it. Anyone want to stop me? Anyone heard this one before? By the way, the only way you can kill the venin is with a special dagger. You can't kill them with fire or anything else. Does anyone want to stop me? By the way, the wyvern, which are the bad versions of the dragons, the fire that they blow out is blue instead of orange and red. Does anyone want to stop me if they feel like they've heard this one before? A population of people living inside a ward, believing that people living outside of the ward are bad and evil, and they want to get inside the ward because they're evil. But actually, they want to get inside the ward because they're escaping these mythical creatures, but nobody believes they're real because they're make-believe from fairy tales. And the only way you can kill them is with a special dagger. Has anyone seen Game of Thrones? It's literally Game of Thrones! It's literally Game of Thrones, bro! Oh my god. It's literally Game of Thrones. It's literally Game of Thrones. No, you're not an idiot. You're not an idiot. I feel like my description is not the best, but like, it's Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, I watched an episode of Game of Thrones in my life. Go, man. Okay, that's okay. Not my target audience. I forgot. You guys are weebs. At my limit for staying up. That's okay. Good night, Nova. Sorry for screaming. Sweet dreams. I'm gonna drink some water. My throat kind of hurts because I got too excited. Good night. Didn't even finish the last book. I got through the first 2 or 3. And then the TV show ended, and I know that like the book ending is meant to be different, but I lost all motivation. I lost all care for that world. I was just like, this fucking sucks, and I dropped it. But is it not the same as like White Walkers and like the dragon that they take and like the wall and stuff. I was like, come on. Come on. Are you serious? I thought that was so funny. Like, sure, take inspiration. Like, people say that, like, well, actually, this isn't even a good example because she's a fucking shit author as well. I was gonna say, like, people compare, like, Harry Potter and, like, the whatever the fuck they call the soul, bits of Voldemort's soul. Compare it to, like, Lord of the Rings and, like, all the rings and stuff. But that's not even a good comparison because J.K. Rowling's a fucking shit author anyway, but, still, like, sure, maybe take inspiration, but that's just, like, beat for beat, the same fucking thing. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm glad I helped you calm down, Nova. Oh, I'll give you a big hug, but I'm very sweaty. So I'll give you a hug if that's okay. I'm stinky sweaty. Bye. Night-night. But yeah, so... Oh, God, wait, no! Nova! You nasty. So anyway, that was the book. Oh, by the way, I probably should have started. I don't think anyone here is gonna read it. I don't even know. Her brother's been dead this whole time, but then it turns out he's not. That was like what the book ended on. Am I gonna buy the next book? Absolutely. I already have, actually. It's it's being shipped as we speak. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like I said, I can rip into this. This isn't the best book, but I was entertained. And I can't be mad at it. And it's also fun. It's kind of fun to critique stuff. Like, I'm being mean. I wouldn't say this to the author's face. You know, this is a safe space. You know what? If anything, because I used to read a lot as a kid and I loved reading. I still love it. I just, ADHD, kind of hard to focus on stuff. But I was just glad that I have some kind of literary analysis skills left in me, that I didn't just gobble this up mindlessly. I'm like, oh, I can be critical. Okay, well, maybe that's a good thing. So yeah, that was my review of Fourth Wing. There's a lot of things that I probably forgot and I probably explained in a shit way, but that was that. All in all, I think lots of things felt rushed. Like, it's almost 500 pages all up. And I just think, like, pacing, like, spent too much time on some things, not enough time on others. Like, the 500 pages is, like, her first year at this academy. I just feel like, I don't know, it could have been longer, could have gone into more stuff. I feel like all the smut was condensed at the end, which, sure, slow burn, yes, love it, love a slow burn. But I feel like it was just so intense, just out of nowhere. I just feel like there could have been better pacing, basically. And a lot of other things, but that's my review. Thanks for listening. Read books only for the drama. Oh my god. It is kind of fun. It feels good. I'm not gonna lie. Poppy's degree was not in literature, noted. What do you mean? That was a really good literary critique. Maybe I did. Was that not literary worth literary anyway, so that was that. Thank you for listening. It's so fucking hot. I don't even know what to do. Like, just die, I guess. No, you were worried you had lost it. Damn! They got me. They got me, damn. Literary professor at Harvard. Yes. Yes. That's me. Oh my god, by the way, when I graduated, firstly, it was hot as fuck. And it was like a few days before I came down with COVID, so I was probably like on my way downhill. Because I felt like nauseous from how fucking hot and sweaty it was in all the gowns and stuff. And we wore the fun little hat. What is it called? Mortarboard or some shit. It sounds like motorboat or like waterboard in my head. Thank you, Rook. I appreciate. It was indeed analysis. Done. Shut the fuck up. Oh, congratulations! Yes. Oh my god! Congratulations! Congratulations! Yay! Good job. We are graduates. tis the season. So it's really hot, but the mortarboard thing, like the fancy little hat. Oh, thank you, Cookie. Fancy little hat thingy. So the people, oh my god, the people who like dress you for the ceremony, there was a guy there, and when he put the hat on me, he made me tuck my bangs in. He made me tuck them under, and I looked like a fucking egg. I almost cried. It was so bad. Oh my god, thank you for sip. Thank you, Rook. Made me look like an egg. And I like almost like I fixed it a bit, but like my bangs were still tucked away. And then I saw someone else that I knew who she had her bangs out. I was like, oh my god, how the fuck did you do that? And then she showed me, and I fixed it. And thank fuck I had my bangs out, because I looked silly. That guy was setting me up for failure. I was so sad. I took a photo and like before I fixed my hair, and I just looked so sad. It's pretty funny. My parents thought it was really funny. Had assistance? Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't. That's crazy. I would have had no idea how to dress myself. But you know what? They didn't even tell me the like little roby thing. There's like a cape that goes over your robes. It had a magnet to keep the robe and the hood together. I didn't know that until like just before I went on stage, and like my hood was like slipping around everywhere and looked fucking ridiculous, my cape thing. But then I heard people whispering like, there's magnets. So I put the magnets on. Oh no, Cookie could add no. I was about to answer the question. Magnets? So intriguing. I'm taking notes. Yeah, there's like some different ones. Like I heard some people like I heard at like different schools people had like their capes pinned to their robes, but ours had magnets. And yeah, so luckily when I went across stage, I didn't look too goofy. I don't think. But I don't know if Cookie's back yet, but because Cookie asked what I studied, and I think people have asked me before. I don't really say what I studied. I think because I'm like not sure if I want to say what I do in real life. I might eventually, but I'm still not sure. But I've said before it was a STEM degree. It was something in STEM. I don't know if Cookie caught that. I'm sure she will let me know. Mine had something I did not attend. I think that's fair. Like, it can be expensive. Luckily, I only had to pay for like hiring the gear, and then, you know, got to keep the hat. But some people have to like pay like for a graduation ceremony ticket or like guests and stuff. Also for me, it was hot as fuck. Like, that's fair. Thank you guys. I don't know. I still do not feel smart, but hey, maybe I have to stop believing it at some point. I think I've said to Dawn and Kid, I've said this to them, but like I think because I've had to like study really hard, and I had to be like quote unquote smart, or like have my brain switched on for my degree and stuff. That's why like part of what I like about streaming so much is that I can just be goofy. I can just switch my brain off, and it's okay to be dumb. Like I think in STEM and like in any degree, any field, it's so easy to get like imposter syndrome, to feel like you have to be smart or you have to be, you know, adept at what you're doing. And here I can just come here and be like, yeah, no, you know what? I am fucking dumb. I am dumb, and nobody expects me to be anything more than that. So it's a lot of fun for me. I'm just like, just turn my brain off. Probably makes me extra dumb because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Didn't get into a PhD program. Just didn't feel like celebrating with my honors cohort. I did. Oh, right. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm sorry about that. It is very, very hard to Wait, so like with your honors cohort, so you did like, you got honors and stuff, and then that's already hard enough. It's hard enough to get into like honors and stuff. My goodness. And then yeah, getting into a PhD is also really hard. I'm sure you tried really hard to even get that far. Even to get through with a bachelor's is a lot. So yeah, but I can understand feeling like yeah, maybe not wanting to celebrate with everyone if you feel like a bit left out. That's fair. You're a professional in your field now, isn't that crazy? That is crazy. And so are you. Points back at you. Yeah, I keep saying like, oh yeah, once I graduate, I'm like, oh fuck, like I've done it now. Oh shit, like I actually time to start doing what I said I would. Like I've been saying for years, like, oh, like once I graduate, like I'll finally start learning Japanese, because like I just didn't have time to study my degree as well as like a language. And I'm like, now I'm kind of like, oh, once I settle into my new job, I'll start learning Japanese. And so I don't want to keep putting it off like that, but I'm seeing a pattern that I do want to stop that pattern. But yeah, I think like for me, I have to take things in steps. Like, okay, like I've graduated, now I need to get my job, and then I need to get settled into my job, and I need to settle into a new house. I want to get into a routine with streaming, and then, you know, want to add other things. I want to find like a hobby, like an exercise. I really like bouldering, and I want to do that now that I'll have money from a job and have time, because I'm not studying 7 days a week. And then, you know, get into other things like learning a language. It's baby steps, and I've done that my whole life. Like I slowly like added things, like I finally got my license, and then I got a car, and like just little baby steps, you know. Patches animation, yeah! Oh my god, I love your animation so much. I remember being so impressed with your little video. I said it last time, but so good. Do bouldering too. I love bouldering. I've only been twice, but it was so much fun that I really want to do it again. I think like me at least, I would probably get bored in the gym just doing reps of things. Like I think if I had a clear goal, like say bouldering, right? You know, you want to, like, for example, I want to be able to do pull-ups one day. And so like with a clear goal like that, I can justify like doing reps over and over. But I personally can't see myself sitting in a gym being like, okay, I have to do 20 of these because, you know, like, but with bouldering, there's like a clear goal. Like, oh, I want to like get on this color this time. I want to get that like puzzle that I couldn't get last time. And it's like stimulating in that way as well. And yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like doing reps at the gym is kind of boring. I also a couple years ago I got into running, which I really enjoyed, but I got busy, and also like, you know, like I don't know if people remember, but this year I got hit with like some chronic migraines that happened to me like a couple years ago, and I stopped running. But I want to do that again, because that's also one of those things where it's like you can feel yourself be able to go farther like each time, and like can look around at the world and see stuff that's happening, get out and about and stuff, which I like, which I couldn't see myself just at a gym like walking on like the Stairmaster or like treadmill. And I think people who can do that I really admire, but I would just get too bored personally. I think yeah, I want to get into bouldering and like calisthenics. I want to be strong. I don't want to really look a certain way. I just want to feel stronger. Like it's so frustrating when your body can't do what you want it to, you know. So I want to improve on my strength. But I think the thing with bouldering is like, yeah, you do need strength for sure, and especially for harder moves. But I thought I was gonna not be able to even hold myself up, but I surprised myself. Like you surprise yourself with what you can actually do. And I think it's interesting, like, because I'm not tall obviously, but I went bouldering with someone who was very tall. And so like some things that he could reach very easily, I couldn't reach as easily, but then other like maneuvers I could do because I was lighter, and I was a bit more flexible and stuff, where like we had to take different routes and different approaches and stuff. And that's what's interesting about bouldering too, is like seeing two different people do the same line completely differently for like their body. I don't know, I think it's cool. There was an anime about rock climbing that I started watching a few years ago, but I dropped it. But the main character, she was like into it for the same reasons. I was like, yeah, it's like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle, but in real. It's a game. So relatable, yeah. I feel like it's a lot of fun. I feel like as well, like a lot of people are into bouldering at the moment, which is great, because I feel like that makes it more accessible. Because like more people, you have more people to go with. I feel like the more people that go, the more like it becomes a bit less niche and so a bit less expensive maybe. I don't know. For the most part, I usually am not going to be mad if something gets more popular, you know. Both my boy feet, and he's also a lot taller than me, so it's fun to see how we do things differently. Oh, that's so fun. What a fun activity as well to do with a partner. That's so nice. Yeah, great social thing. Yeah, the community I found when I went, everyone is so supportive. Like, I think I get kind of scared being in public around people, especially if it's like where people can see me and see what I'm doing, even though no one's looking at me. And it's just like that social anxiety thing. But everyone's just like, yeah, like you can do it sort of thing, helping you out. It's very nice, very supportive. Anime character confirmed. I mean, maybe. Maybe. She's just like me for real. Yeah, I think it'd be something fun. Like, I hear like a lot of people like who go like in groups and stuff. Like, that sounds so fun. I have a friend actually who like frequently goes. Dude, their forearms were fucking ripped as well, let me tell you. I hadn't seen them in months, and then they're like, hey, feel my forearms. I poked it. It was like fucking rock. It was insane. Fucking built. Like, so strong. Because they go like multiple times a week. I was like, holy shit. Impressive. Fist pump after completing a climb from a stranger who is cheating you. Cheering you on is the best feeling. Yeah. That is very fun. I realized you made a typo, then I was like, oh, you meant cheering. That is so nice. I want that. That's like when you're driving and you do like the little finger wave, like you like lift your finger off the steering wheel and the other person does it back. Ooh, so good. It's even better if it's like a slightly older like Aussie bloke like on the other side of the road and he does it and you're like, oh, he acknowledged me, and then you do a little wave back. It's the best. That's the best feeling. Happened to me recently. I like some guy was on his lawnmower and he like stopped so like there wasn't dust going in front of my car, and so I like slowed and gave him a wide berth. And at the same time, we both just waved at each other like, yeah, real recognizes real, helping each other out. I see you. It's a good feeling. Just want to be one of the blokes sometimes, you know. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Sometimes typos are a bit unfortunate, but I got you. I got what you were saying. Oh man, my skin has been crazy. Ow! My skin has been crazy. Sorry. My legs have been very itchy, and then when I'm like, my wits are not about me, like I'm half asleep, I'll just scratch and scratch until eventually I bleed. And because I was like in a fever dream for 3 days with COVID, I just scratched the fuck out of my legs, and now I have scabs on them and they really hurt. I'm an idiot. I'm a silly guy. It wasn't my fault. I was half awake, half asleep. It wasn't me. It was Sleepy Puppy. That is an agent of evil. She is actually an agent of evil. I feel like I've tweeted about this, but like so many times I'll be asleep and I'll just turn off my alarms. If my phone is within arm's length, while I'm like half asleep, I'll turn my alarms off and I'll wake up in the morning like 3-4 hours later than my intended time. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, and I know that I turned them on and they're all turned off. I'm like, you fucking bitch! Sleepy Puppy, why? Working against me constantly. So I have to put my phone pretty far away from me. If I access it, I will use it in my sleep. Well, I'm sure I'm like half awake, but I don't remember. I'll talk to people as well, half asleep, or I sleep talk. Silly Puppy, hello, hello, welcome. I am a silly puppy. Do any of you like sleep talk or like sleepwalk or anything? I have like a few stories like from when I was growing up, even like recently. Like I remember a few years ago, my friend and I we were staying in a friend's place together and we were sharing a bed, and I went to bed a bit before her and she came in later, and this is from her point of view. I don't remember any of this. And she walks in and she said she was trying really hard to be very quiet to not wake me up. And then I think she like closed the door and it made a sound or something like that. Apparently I just like rolled over in bed and just went shh, like really aggressively shushed her. And she was like, whoa, like really offended, because she had also like made me food earlier. And she was like really offended. And the next morning she brought it up and I was like, what? Like that was not me. And yeah, I was sleep talking. Apparently very fucking rude. I felt really bad. Sorry, the sleep puppy, different agent. I was on night shift. It was not me. Such a light sleeper that I don't think I have the ability to sleepwalk or talk. You would think so, but I've woken myself up from sleep talking before. Like, I remember one time I was a kid and I was like calling out to my friend in my dream, and like then I said her name out loud, like Tracy, and I was like, oh, and like woke myself up. That was a made up name. I did not have a friend called Tracy in primary school. Can you imagine? Yeah, it's too hard. Yeah, just oh, fuck. Wake myself up. Oh, thank you, Rook. Okay, everyone, you just stretch with me. Everyone stretch. And then we all have to sit up straight. I need to put an alert for this on screen. On my stream. And then I don't know how my voice is a bit funny. I will try to. Oh, my voice broke. Jesus Christ. My windpipes are not in the best condition. I'm sorry that was such a scuffed poo. Oh, that was a bit better. Okay. I can't sing. I can't sing normally. I'm sorry. Sorry, I just slurped my water. What else? I think I know that I would fall asleep on the couch like before I was like sort of old enough to like, you know, go into bed myself. My parents would just let me fall asleep on the couch, and like when I was little they would carry me to bed, but then as I got a bit older and a bit heavier, my mum said she would just like take me by the hand and kind of lead me, and I'd still be asleep. Or like, I don't know, maybe I was like half awake, but I certainly wouldn't remember in the morning. Just have me like sleepwalking, take me to bed that way. So I guess that was kind of convenient. But I also, when I was really little actually, I would have really bad nightmares where I would just like scream the house down like really loudly, apparently. When I was like maybe like 5 or something. But I do remember the nightmares that I had at the time, and like my parents remember because I'd tell them about them. And the like recurring nightmare I would have when I was little was like a giant cake chasing me for some reason. That like, or like giant trees, which I remembered this dream I had once, and I realized it was because of what is this from Tekken? What's his name? Mokujin. I had nightmares because I saw my brother playing Tekken with his friend, and Mokujin scared me so bad that I had nightmares about him. He looks kind of scary. Pop up, yeah. Yeah, screeching like a parakeet, exactly. Yeah, I don't know why I was a cake. This could verbalize was a nightmare. I had no concept of it as a kid. Oh no, that's so scary not knowing. I think that's what like the worst part is, when you don't understand. Unlocked a key memory for me. I had a nightmare of being chased by a gigantic bee across my hometown. Oh my god. That makes sense. Bees, like I love bees, but holy heck, that would be scary. Like a big one come and sting you. That's scary. I don't know why I dreamt a giant cake. Like my solution now, I'll just turn around and eat it, you know? It's not rational, but I was scared of it. I remember one time I had a dream. I don't remember what the nightmare was, but I like must have been screaming because my parents came to wake me up. But my mum had this dressing gown that had like a big like hood on it. And I don't know if it was up, but it was like around her shoulders. And like my parents came to wake me up. And because they had like a lamp behind them, they just had this silhouette. And so I just saw these like hooded figures leaning over me. And so I screamed even more when I woke up. Convinced my house's bathroom had a T-Rex about to grill all of us. Oh no. You know, that's fair. T-Rexes are kind of scary. Like, I loved Jurassic Park as a kid, but like, no, you know not to fuck with the T-Rex. Fly-eye kid puppy, yeah, just like terrorized. Got chased by a golden 20-meter tall shoebill. Wait, that's a bird. A giant shoebill? Hold on, that's a bird, isn't it? Am I stupid? Yeah, it's a bird. Oh, well, you know what? Their beaks are scary. You should be scared of shoebills, maybe. I don't know if you remember the pharmacy ad with the round blue thing. Oh, yes, yes. Have you had your health plus today? Recurring nightmares of the blue things, not even the gross guys. No, they kind of scared me as a kid too. For some reason, those ads were kind of scary. Maybe they were like a bit uncanny. But yeah, have you had your health plus today? The Inner Health Plus guys, little vitamin guys. Yeah, they're kind of scary. That's fair. That's very fair. Forgot what the quote was. Yeah, it's like one of those iconic like Aussie ads from like 2000s. That was a good impression. Thank you. Those ads in my Cocomelon, actually, I derive so much joy from them. Wow, I guess there's two very distinct children in Australia. Two camps, Cocomelon and Nightmare Fuel. That's insane. There were plenty of like scary ads on TV as a kid though. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like every country has like an ad that scares people. I'm trying to think. I know there was an ad that gave me the heebie-jeebies. But I'm not remembering. And you'll remember. I forgot. I remember what else I did as a kid. Like sleepwalking. I don't know. My mum talks about it a lot, but I would like, and I think I still do, like if someone talks to me while I'm sleepwalking, it's possible that I will like respond. So that's kind of crazy. I know like my friends in high school would get scared, like would watch horror movies at sleepovers and would go to sleep. And apparently like on more than one occasion, I would just sit up in bed in the middle of the night and just sit there. And like they thought I was fucking with them, but I was just asleep. And I'd be like, stop that, lay down. And then I'd be like, okay, and just like lay back down. They was like, what the fuck? Horrified. By watching Thai ads, they're like a whole soap opera or a crack dream. I feel like, especially because I don't know the language, that'd be like even more disorientating, but like I'd be down. Oh yeah. I feel like Australian ads are kind of kooky. And then I don't know, maybe it's just like, maybe it's like everyone thinks that their ads are kind of silly goofy, but like it's just marketing teams internationally doing their best to stick into your brain, you know? Unconscious fuckery, yeah. I was trolling them in my sleep. Fucking amateurs. Holy. But I've always had pretty vivid dreams, I guess, because I, you know, used to get really scared as a kid. And like to this day, just like really vivid, like got him. Where like sometimes like I'll be dreaming and I'll be having a really good dream and I'll even say to myself, wow, like I'm so happy this is finally happening, like it's not a dream this time. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you fucking bitch. You really had me going. Which like usually when you think that, like you might become aware that you're dreaming and then wake up. And sometimes I have that, like I've been able to get myself out of nightmares because I've been like, this is so awful, there is absolutely no way this is happening to me, this is absolutely impossible, like there's no way, this can't be happening, and I can wake up. But then other times I've been in a nightmare and I've tried to pinch myself to wake up and I haven't woken up. So riddle me that, I don't know. Dreams are crazy. I remember having a whole sequence of dreams about being in love and going on dates with a random stranger. Same stranger every night too. That's crazy. Oh, that would fuck me up. Dude, my Delulu, that would fuck me up. You know, plenty of people would be like, that's my soulmate, I have to go find them in real life. And sure, but I mean, for me, I'm just like, well, that's a crazy dream. That's crazy. Holy. Because like your brain will make up strangers in dreams, but to like make up the same one repeatedly, that's insane. Because like I know I've had dreams where I've dreamt like, oh, there's this person and they're my sister, whatever, but they never show up again, you know, like the random person. So disorientated, yeah. Oh, I feel like you're being with, that is so sad. Oh, that's rough, dude. Gonna head off now, thanks for the stream. Stream puppy, fun as always. Oh, thank you, Cookie. Take care, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. You ever dreamed yourself falling, you wake back up in your body? Yes, that's always so like where you like have the sensation that you're just like scares me so bad. Sometimes I'll be like leaning on a chair or something and then I lean back and I'm just like, what? Wake myself up. Yeah, the sensation is so scary every time. The dream that you told me about Q, the like repeated dreams, it reminds me one time in high school I had like one night I kept having like this dream within a dream, and basically this is kind of sad, and I don't know, it's about like death, but in my dream I kept dreaming that like my dad passed away, and then I would wake up inside my dream and be like, oh my god, thank god it was a dream, I better go talk to him, and then I'd be like, you know, like, where's dad, whatever. Then he wasn't there because I was still in my dream and he was still gone. And so I woke up multiple times, and then eventually I woke up in real life and I was crying. I like immediately called my dad and was like, are you there? And he was like, yes. And this is when I was like a teenager and I was all moody and like maybe not always affectionate. So he was probably like, oh, because I was just so scared. It was awful. It was not good at all. Thank you, guys. Dreams inside of dreams are very scary. Falling dreams are so annoying. I reach a point in the process of falling where I go, oh, I'm having a falling dream. I'm waking up soon, damn it. Yeah, you just kind of get over it. You're like, fuck's sake. Doing this again? Seriously? Yeah. I've had a few of those, like, dream within a dream ones. Sometimes I get frustrated because, like, I'll have a dream that's so vivid, and while it's happening, it's making perfect sense, and it's like, there's a logical sequence, and I know exactly what's happening, everything makes sense. And then you wake up, and you try to remember it, or you try to explain it, and then suddenly it stops making sense. Like someone, like, made a good, like, Instagram video about it recently, about, like, trying to explain a dream where you'll be like, we were playing basketball, except it wasn't really basketball, and then like this thing happened, but it didn't really happen, but somehow I knew it was happening. That kind of thing, like in your dream it makes sense, and you wake up and you want to tell someone your really vivid dream, but as you start to say it, you're like, oh, this is not making sense, because you'd be like, oh, my mum was there, but it wasn't my mum, and like we were baking cookies, but the cookies were made with explosives, but like we knew that, and then, you know, like it's just like they just don't make sense anymore. Oh, when you're sick, were you able to distinguish between a dream and waking up? It happened to me. I think there was one point where I had a dream, and then when I woke up, which happens to me anyway sometimes, where I'm like, wait, did that really happen? Like I'll have memories where I'm like, was that a dream or did that really happen? But not too bad. Like I was able to tell dream from waking. That sounds awful. Like sometimes it's really scary when you can't. When you're kind of like in between. I was in a bit of a state of like when I was awake, I was very like sluggish and stuff, but not really, no. I'd wake up, think I'm in the middle of the Hunger Games. Oh my god, hyperfixation during illness. That is very scary. That is not a place you would want to think you're in. That's crazy. My dream last night, I dreamt that I went to an arcade on my own, and I was trying to play DDR, but like for some reason, like the first time I tried to play, I was like trying for ages, going through the settings, trying to find like how to change the difficulty, and for some reason I couldn't figure it out. I've never played DDR, mind you. I think I played it like once when I was like a kid. But when I was at the arcade with Don, he played DDR, which is probably why I dreamt about it. Don kicked your ass in it. No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Schrodinger's arcade. Bruh. No, he wasn't there. In my dream. In my dream I was trying to get the settings to make it like beginner, and I couldn't find it, and then I finally picked a song, and then instead of the arrows coming down the screen, they were just like tiny squares that were going really fast, so I didn't know how to do it. And then so I like cancelled that, and then I went to play another game, and then I don't know if you guys have seen at arcades, it's like DDR but like shuffling. So instead of like the 4 arrows, they just have like a pad that you like shuffle on, and it tracks where your feet go and stuff. That was a bad explanation, but in my dream where I was playing DDR, it was kind of like it had that on the screen overlaying it, like it was tracking where my feet were going rather than like telling me the arrows. Like the feet tracking was over the top of the arrows, so I couldn't see what I was meant to be doing. And then there was like a bunch of like the arcade was empty pretty much when I went in. I was like, okay, sweet, like I can like learn to play DDR on my own. But then as I was trying to like do this, like more and more people were like lining up, and I was like, I really want to play DDR, but like all these people are waiting and I'm taking so long because I can't figure out the settings. And then eventually I just like gave up and let someone else play because I felt bad that I was taking so long. So I didn't get to play DDR. I also couldn't like find any songs that I knew, even though I know like songs that are in DDR machines and stuff. Like couldn't find anything. You've seen those? Yeah, they're very cool. I didn't have a go on them, but Don is actually really cracked at TDR. It was insane to watch. I was like, what the fuck? He's got moves. He got schmoves. He did the thing where you have like the two dance pads beside each other and you use both of them. I was gobsmacked. I've never seen someone do that in real life. Also, thank you who redeemed still kind of raspy, sorry. And thank you, Rook, for redeeming a sip. I need to get more water. I have water in my water bottle, but I needed to pour it into my Pokemon cup because that's more fun to drink from. Hold on, you get water sounds. Peeing. Sorry, that was a BMO quote. I need to sleep. Okay, good night, Rook. Thank you for coming. Yes, I will have some water now. Ready before you go. Sip, sip, sip. Okay. Good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. See you next time. Oh, thank you, Q. I will anti-shrimp beam my sit-up straight. Wow. King of Water Cup City. Yes, I love Water Cup. I love Water Cup. I saw someone recently made a video where they said instead of having a water bottle that they carry with them everywhere, they just have water cups stationed at all of their little places in their house, like their desk, their living room, their nightstand. And that is like so smart. What the? Goofy art tie ad. Oh my god. I'm so sad that I can't see it. I want to see the Goofy tie ad. It's for sore throats. Wait, this is targeted. This is targeted. They know. What the hell? Speaking of sore throats, my throat's not sore, but I can feel I'm getting a bit crackly. And it's also very hot and sweaty. So I think I am gonna wrap up for now. For tonight. And I don't know what else. Stream next. So basically, I'm going away again in a week's time for a bit less than a week. So I won't be away as long. But yeah, I want to stream more this week before I go. But yes, I'm gonna go for now, rest up, and then maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'll see what I'm doing, see how I'm feeling. But yeah. Thank you, Pooh. Yeah, I will. Thank you for coming and chatting. I had so much fun. I missed streaming so much while I was away. I just wanted to come back. I miss playing games. I feel like I might want to play Moonstone Island again or Zelda tomorrow is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'd love to sink my teeth into some Tears of the Kingdom. It's been a while. Just go crazy on it. Take care, Poppy. Thank you. Hope you recover soon. Thank you for the fun stream. Yeah, thank you for the fun stream. Thank you guys for making it so fun. Oh man, I'm gonna go have a cold shower. I'm so sweaty. Get back on, get crazy. Crazy now. Man, I miss chatting. Me too. It's so much fun. It's so fun talking to you guys. Alright, I'll probably be back tomorrow, maybe. Don't hold it against me if I'm not. Okay. Take care. Good night, good day. I already said take care, but yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you for coming and welcoming me back and chatting with me and listening to me rant about a book. That was a lot of fun. Maybe I do it again for the second book, which I'm going to read, even though I ranted so much about it. Bye, Tom. Bye, kid. Good night, guys. Bye, bye. I'm all good. Sorry. Good night. I regretted doing that. I'm okay though. I didn't hurt myself. I just coughed a little.